I specified there was Rett syndrome, which was a physical problem, it really didn't have anything to do with autism. And there was a couple other ones, child regenerative disorder and stuff like that. But I think that there's one study I read that there was oxytocin in a bottle. I know it sounds a little funny, but autistics would carry it around on a clinical trial, and they would spray it, and it's because they were ingesting oxytocin, which is something that they had low levels of. It was giving them better social memory. They were more outgoing. They could communicate with people better, and they didn't experience those deficits on such an extreme level. But gender dysphoria is not seen as a disorder anymore, so nobody's trying to reduce it.
Super.
You guys know. Any other questions? Yeah.
You said there hasn't been a lot of research regarding like genetic mutations and that, or like as far as what do you think can be found if they continue that research? What usually happens?
Well, mutations in terms of genetic research has been around a lot longer than people specifically focusing on autism or gender dysphoria. What they'll find, I have not taken a genetics class, so I'm probably not the right person to ask, but what I do know, two things. The first one is that no behavior comes from one gene. Behaviors are complex, just as genes are complex. Genes are turned on and off by the environment, which means that there's probably a set of genes that make up one behavior that you can see demonstrated. The other thing is that in genetics, the latest and greatest thing is epigenetics, which is the study. So basically, the Human Genome Project was done. They sequenced the gene. They found another genome in the genome or on it. I'm not sure which one. And that the epigenetics genome represents all the experiences we've ever had on a chemical level. So it's a big deal that we're starting to sequence experience and not just what's being inherited. So epigenetics is really the future of a lot of mental disorders, a lot of cognitive disorders and such.
That's all we have time for now, but again, reach out